Doors closing.
Hi, this is Ryan Hoppe's mom, and you're listening to Happy Hour.
Welcome back to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Yes, now. What? Now. If I hit this button, boom, the whole program's gonna start. Okay, well, hit it. All right.
Happy Hour starts in 4, 3, 2. Happy. This is Happy Hour with Hoppe.
Where we at? Always going in, never doubt it. Never worry about the dollar. Need a source or trending topic. Be the hottest, search about his competition. Microscopic, never copied. I'm a giant rolling weed up, now we flying. H-O-B-P-E. 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 You already know Happy Hour in your system.
Oh, yeah. Do you know what today is?
Good morning, friends.
I got a question for you.
Who wants to be a millionaire?
Who wants to be a millionaire?
Who wants to be a millionaire?
Oh my God, I totally want to be a millionaire.
Well, today's your lucky day.
Today is National Be a Millionaire Day. I'm gonna need $1 million.
$1 million?
$1 million.
$1 million.
May 20th is National Be a Millionaire Day.
Show me the money.
Showtime. Oh, yeah. I'm going to say, I don't pray because I don't believe in God. We're all going to say some type of a manifestation or some type of a prayer that we all become millionaires. Even though because of inflation, that's like 400,000 now. But 856-49-HOPPE. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me. RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. All right. So I was debating if I wanted to talk about this. I wasn't quite sure. Because sometimes in life you should let things go. Sometimes in life you just go, bygones be bygones. Sometimes in life you go, you know what, Ryan Hoppe, just move on. But that wouldn't be my show if I did that. If I just moved on, there would be a content. So as you all know, I worked at iHeartMedia, I Hate Radio, for about 9 months. And it's not a bad company. If you're like the cool kid, it's kind of like working at a high school. Like if you were in the cool kid group, or you were throwing the wild parties, or you were prom king, or a high school jock, or in theater, you're going to fit in there. But unless you're some like Gen X radio host who's been there forever and is kind of doing like edgy radio, they're not really building anything good. It's just a bunch of fake prank calls. Because yes, when you hear somebody talk about getting broken up at 7 a.m., those are all actors that are waiting to go on multiple radio shows. And I have caused a lot of ruckus by admitting that, but it's the truth. So last night, I was on Reddit, and usually I'll just kind of refresh Reddit for an hour because I'm in like the Tampa Reddit group, St. Pete Reddit group. I'm in some radio Reddit groups, some cartoon Reddit groups. And a lot of times the stuff that goes on in Tampa, I really can't relate to because I live in St. Pete and I don't really know a lot about Tampa. But I saw this headline. And it drew my attention. It says, The Joe Show 519. This is from Blacklist Bambi. I'm nervous writing about this because I honestly don't know where our city stands right now on issues like this. Looking for some feedback on how to anonymously bring a complaint or I guess get a pulse to see if others were uncomfortable as well. This morning at around 7:15 to 7:40 a.m., I tuned into the radio. The Joe Show on 93.3 FLZ was on, and I'm not an avid listener, but it kept me going just as background noise. A perfect way to describe that show. The question for callers was, how would you escape from prison? A caller phoned in, which could have been fake, said something to the effect of being uncertain how they would escape because they have 3 children. Joe asked out of curiosity, Joe Carbo, which of her 3 children she thinks would be best at escaping, and she said the middle child. Ashley asked, which, by the way, I saw Ashley at a nightclub event 2 months ago. Unfriendly. Ashley asked, why would you think it's your middle child? And the mom on the phone said, because he is black. I was gutted as a listener. The other 2 are white, she said. Joe or someone was laughing, probably producer Jed. Probably a little sore from his MMA classes he loves to brag about. Ashley tried asking, what does that mean? The mom proceeded to say that he is sneaky and that her wife agrees. So maybe it was a game on? I don't know the race of the mothers, but I can't believe in 2025 that answer was not called out by Joe or his other host. Well, Joe Carbolo, let's be real here. I know this is going to cause a ruckus, and I know they're going to go, oh, well, we got the radio show, you got the podcast, even though podcasting's the future. But everything I've ever done has been earned. Everything I've ever done has been me getting up early, me going to a radio trade school, me driving or flying to radio conventions, me, grinding, me interviewing 350 people. Everything in that show is nepotism. The person goes on to say, I'm sorry if this seems like an intense reaction, but it felt racist and I don't know how freely it was said without any condemnation by the other hosts. I tried calling the station to voice my concerns with no response. Well, listen, Blacklist Bambi, the thing goes like this. They are very protected. Their father, who I used to be friends with, but ever since me and Joe became enemies, will not talk to me anymore. And I get it. You pick your son first. It's fine. I care. It's not like I was getting any money in my bank account from being friends with his father, who's got a prominent morning show called Mojo in the Morning in Detroit. A very good show. Once again, does those fake segments where it's like, oh my God, you got cheated on last night. You want to call in at 7:10 a.m. to talk about it? Here's the thing. You can complain to iHeartMedia all you want. You can say, oh, that was racist. Sounds a little racist. But that is a city that gave Bubba the Love Sponge a career. So what do you expect? Now, you might be saying, why are you talking about the Joe Show? They're the big bad radio show. And you're doing a podcast. Even though podcasting is now overshadowing radio, especially video podcasts, which I don't think a video podcast is a podcast. I think audio podcasts are podcasts, but that's a side note. But there were a few times during my time at iHeartRadio that I tried my hardest to get along with Joseph Carbolo, and he's just not a nice guy to me. First example. There was one time I was working on the Pat and Aaron show, and they said, we want to have producer Jed on to talk about, him being at some bar with Aaron that weekend. So I went into Joe's studios at the 93.3 FLZ studios, which was crazy being in a room because MJ was in there, all the people from iHeart were back in the day. This is at their old building. Now, I have resting bitch face. I like to call it resting monster face, where I don't really show any emotion. And especially at 6:10 a.m., whenever I'm doing morning radio, everyone thinks I'm grumpy, but I'm just tired. So I walked into the room and I said to Jed, at some point, Pat and Aaron want to talk to you. I don't know. So then I go back to the studio of 6:20 and I answer calls and I get a phone call from a loudmouth trying to be Howard Stern. I go, what? Or I go, now 102.5 The Bone. I go, 95.3 WDAE, who is this? And I hear, who do you think you are? And first of all, this phone call was live on air, and that's illegal to have people on air without their consent, which is why those prank calls are fake. And I go, who is this? And they go, who do you think you are? And I go, who is this? And they go, The Joe Show on 93.3 FLZ. How dare you bust into my studios? And how dare you complain? And how dare you do your thing? Blah, blah, blah. He goes, what am I, your monkey? And I'm like, no, Joe, you're not my monkey. Like the coffee barely hit. I was freaking tired. And he goes, what are you? What am I, your monkey? And I go, no, Joe, you're not my monkey or whatever. It's so stupid. I'm having a hard time telling it. And he goes, well, if I'm your monkey, why don't I just jump up in the air? Hey, everybody, if I'm Ryan Hoppe's monkey, how hard do I have to jump? How high do I have to jump? And I said about 6'9", and I hung up. And that was where that rivalry began. But I thought, you know what? It's radio host being radio host. Whatever. But this is where it gets good, kind of. It was the announcement that Tom Brady made on either St. Pete Beach or whatever beach where he said he was retiring. And we played the tweet on air, and a Tampa Bay Buccaneers reporter, I want to keep him nameless, he calls in to break it down. Before we get to that, we've been recording for 11 minutes and 7 seconds, 8 seconds, 9 seconds, 10 seconds, 11 seconds, 11 minutes and 11 seconds. Make a wish, bitch! So, this reporter's on air talking about how Brady was going to retire, and the Joe Show begins to simulcast our show without our consent and told everybody to call in and say that he was going to join the 49ers. And I put 2 people on hold that said that he's joining the 49ers. Because I didn't know what to do. You got to take all calls. And Pat and Aaron were freaking out, and they had these like callers on air that were like teenage girls, like, I heard Tom Brady's going to the 49ers. And then Pat and Aaron freaked out. It was really ugly. And Joe didn't even get a slap on the wrist. So you can maybe see why I can't stand this guy. You can maybe see why he rubs me the wrong way. Now, do I think going on Reddit and complaining about a radio show is going to do anything, especially when their dad has power? No! But if it's a radio show that does fake segments, you should expect fake personalities. Last story. Joe was like always in the hallway. He's like, yeah, this is my building, because of your dad, but this is my building, but I think I'll share some of the attention with you sometime. How about Friday at 9:50 a.m.? You come into the studio and I'll interview you and welcome you to iHeartRadio. And I'm like, cool. This is about 3 months in or whatever. So I go in and I saw Joe at Janice Live about 4 years ago, when I was going to Jack Harlow. And I've known Joe from when he was doing afternoons in Detroit because of his dad. And he was never nice to me at the bar. Everybody that was my age was going around like, who is this guy? Why is he carrying himself like such a cocky asshole? Well, I was trying to give Joe a chance, so I went on air. And he just begins to interrogate me about how my ex was supposedly rude to him at a Jack Harlow concert when she was actually nice to him. And he was the one that was rude. Now, I just had to get this off my chest. Because when you work somewhere and you grind your ass off and you do nothing wrong, I mean, yeah, it was a little bit of immaturity on my part in my time at iHeart. But it was essentially, I was Justin Baldoni and the Joe Show was Blake Lively. And it was a huge smear campaign because everybody kisses his ass because he has power. And he even walks around like he's Howard Stern. He wears the baggy clothes like Howard Stern in the 90s. And it's just freaking nauseating. I saw there was a comment here. I don't know. It's RYANHOPPE radio. And it says, the Joe Show is a Nepo baby with fake dating segments. I wonder who wrote that.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
You probably had Taco Bell before.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Yeah. Word them up. Hey, yo, turn the bass up a little bit, Jiggy. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Let's check it out. I come again, phone up again when the drummer come in. Synonyms don't wanna end, rock him's gonna win. Always seem to come out at the right time with the right rhyme. Smooth in the day and sound rough at nighttime. Just an echo in every ghetto, meadow and valley, side street and alley. From New York to Cali, I've been seen in every state in between on stage. They scream every phrase, I lead a city in a rage. It's off to the next one, the blessed one. That's my procedure. Leave you in a deeper mind state than anesthesia. You catch a seizure if you try to stop the great when I operate. Just let the crowd please or drop the weight. This one is in gear from everyone from here to there. Ideas that you hear, severe to the ear. Nevertheless, I provide a worldwide request and manifest. And this is from the east to the west. From New York to Cali, coast to coast, I've been ripping Coliseums and clubs. From New York to Cali, climbing over dogs, girls, blowing kisses and phony hugs. From New York to Cali, coast to coast, I've been ripping Coliseums and clubs. From New York to Cali, climbing over dogs, girls, blowing kisses and musical vibes. I memorize in my mental enterprise, then improvise live with my supplies. You know the quota, fashion, new designs that shine, the international kind. Start the rhyme, time the motor, universal format. Adapt to wherever you're living at. From all four corners of the map, whenever they play it, it gets interpreted, hip-hop related. Already dedicated to keep it heavy populated. Attract everybody that could rock. Do a block party, make it look like Woodstock. Yeah, rock him a law. Nothing similar to my seminar. They travel never far, plus that's where the women are. I like to ask them what's the best time to hear me rhyme. Nevertheless, I provide a worldwide request and manifest. And this is from the east to the west. From New York to Cali, coast to coast, I've been ripping Coliseums and clubs. From New York to Cali, climbing over dogs, girls, blowing kisses and phony hugs. From New York to Cali, coast to coast, I've been ripping Coliseums and clubs. From New York to Cali, climbing over dogs, girls, blowing kisses and coast to coast, I've been ripping Coliseums and clubs, rhyming over dogs, girls, blow me kisses and throw me hugs. An expert at a concert on stage, I got classics, which means my smash hits won't age. Just sing along, I bring a song, I'll be swinging long. We could do a thing to dawn. I came to bring it on tour, stop at all the record stores across the nation. Blow at the radio station to show appreciation. Retreats for the streets, beats for the jeeps. I reach incredible feats to get deep for my peeps. Props for the unorthodox style I got. They couldn't wait for me to drop new stock for the block. Stalking cassette decks, Walkman headsets, I come off. Fly concepts, just high tech. My first display still converse with the days of slam. That's why the man's first jam still played. So tell the neighborhoods I got the goods again. It's Rakim, then again, that's how it should have been. Nevertheless, I provide a worldwide request and manifest. And this is from the east to the west. From New York to Cali, coast to coast, I've been ripping Coliseums and clubs. From New York to Cali, climbing over dogs, girls, blowing kisses and phony hugs. Coast to coast, I've been ripping.
Rap it, bruh!
From New York to Cali, climbing over dogs, girls, blowing kisses and phony hugs. Back in the 9 to 5.
Oh yeah, it's Rakim with New York to Cali. You're not hearing this on the Joe Show.
Coast to coast, I've been ripping Coliseums and clubs. Climbing over dogs, girls, blowing kisses and phony hugs.
This is not headline news. Netflix has signed a streaming deal with Sesame Street. But to satisfy the typical Netflix audience, a different Muppet will go mysteriously missing each week. The U.S. has lost its last perfect credit rating. So now the Treasury Department is applying for a prepaid Capital One card. What's in your wallet, America? And surgeons conducted the world's first bladder transplant. Not only was it a success, the patient is ready to participate in Diddy's next freak-off. This is not headline news.
just announced that in addition to airing on PBS, new episodes of Sesame Street will also stream on Netflix.
Hell yeah!
Yes, Netflix has Sesame Street, which explains a major change in the next season of Squid Game.
What did Jimmy Fallon become funny? It's freaking crazy.
Scientists have found a newly discovered mutation that allows humans to naturally sleep much fewer hours a night without any negative health effects. The mutation is called cocaine.
Wow. Jimmy Kimmel has made me chuckle on these clips. Jimmy Fallon makes me laugh hard, surprisingly. Seth Meyers has his moments, but Stephen Colbert does not.
Igloo is recalling over 100,000 coolers because the handle can cut off people's fingers.
Oh, dude.
God, it's great if your drunk uncle wants to get an early start on the fireworks season. On the bright side, when you cut off your finger, the ice is right there.
That was okay.
A new study has revealed that by quieting down certain neuronal networks, bees sleep like humans. So they lie awake until 2 a.m. wondering if they said hi in a weird way to Brenda from accounting.
The problem with Colbert is like his jokes are way too long. What if you named a cloud after your graduate?
It's one of the most coveted graduation gifts ever. Naming a star after your graduate. And now, the National Star Registry is pleased to announce a new, even harder to believe premise. Name a cloud after your graduate. Give them the joy of staring at the sky and wondering,
is that my cloud? Or is it the one that just blew away?
Rest assured, your graduate's cloud will always be up, except on sunny days when we have no idea where it is. The all-new Name a Cloud, the perfect gift that says, I don't have a clue what to get you. And coming soon.
All right, that was terrible. 856-49-HOPPY. Can you guess these streaming sound effects? Because today is National Streaming Day. That would be on Netflix. That would be Hulu. I didn't know this one because I haven't watched Bosch in 5 years, but that was Amazon Prime. That would be Disney Plus. That would be my favorite. HBO Max. That reminds me of watching Ninja Turtles when I'm stoned. That would be Paramount Plus. I didn't know this one. That was Peacock. That was Apple TV Plus. And then the final one that I used for the NBA playoffs. YouTube TV. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. Oh, sure.
Today's show is brought to you in part by television streaming services, who remind you, clearly we don't have it completely dialed in yet, but we got your credit card info, so all good here.
That was quite funny. Stream. All right, I'm not listening to that parody song. It sounds terrible. Also, I'm afraid of copyright strike. I don't want to get struck by the copyright god. I don't want to be playing a song, you know. I don't want to be just existing and going, I'm going to play this parody song and get struck by the lightning. No, I don't need that from the copyright god. Don't strike me. Strike the Joe Shows, bitches. It's going to be funny in 3 months when I see them at a radio convention. This was some good news out of Lakeland, Florida. Usually Lakeland, Florida has a press conference from that mutant unknown as Grady Judd. But a cat escaped a vet and went on a 3-mile journey home. Thankfully, he showed up home. That is a smart cat. Here's the owner, Bob.
And he was able to pop that cage open, and he sprung out of there, and he was gone in seconds. Coming back from there, he has to go through 2 or 3 subdivisions. He has to go around the lake and probably 5 or 6 roads. So I was distraught and heartbroken. He needed a human touch, and that's what he got.
All right, it was a strange way to describe it. It's not as cool as the clip from, what was that, Palisade or whatever in Los Angeles when that guy found his dog and he's crying. But 5 signs someone's spying on you through your phone. Your battery drains real fast, your phone heats up, increased data usage, strange texts or notifications, your screen randomly turns on. The frightening part is all of that happens to me. But they got nothing. Why? You got my emails of me like emailing people on radio or texting my friends or watching Pornhub, which, by the way, that has been very nice about being in Illinois. I forgot how pretty of a front page Pornhub is because I've been having to go on Yidges because I can't even go on Spink Bang in Florida because they had to be where you have to upload your driver's license. And I don't know, a website that makes me climax, I don't really think they need my driver's license. But it's been very nice being able to go on Pornhub. Oh, it's ever been the best. They're talking about making flying cars that will hit the skies in 2026. And the thing is, Americans don't even know how to drive, so we don't need that.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
You probably had Taco Bell before.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Happy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
What's up, show no boy? Yeah. Milwaukee, kick your feet up, nigga. Yeah, I'm coming down with the key to Decatur. East Atlanta slab rider, heavy grinder for paper. Yeah, city slicker, heavyweight in the game. Froze, wrist and earlobes, heavyweight in my chain. Yeah, hitting the game where you niggas be slacking. Got the drove for the low, that's what my niggas be sacking. Mine, shell toes, pedal Chevys and Bows. White letters on the cutlass with my mahogany flows. I'm riding through Oak Coast, coated like Starburst. Candy paint glisten, looking greasy like Bratwurst. The dude on my jersey is gray at the seats. You rested in peace for snitching to Decatur police. Serving niggas with a ghetto subpoena. Got that 8-town stumping back in Phillips Arena. I'm passing hoes like election plates and keep a broad on my squad who want Section 8. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, okay. They gon' love me after this one, shout for real, man. All my trap niggas, it's road smokers, even strippers, stay focused, pussy poppin' and rollin'. Cause all I wear is hats with A's, shopping at walls with white tees, Cartiers. Jeans creased up, straight out the cleaners. Watch my George Jefferson straight in my southern demeanor. When they see me, when I speak my slang, everybody wanna know my name. I was born in Atlanta, raised in Decatur, where we push the sabers and blow like inhalers. Say he kinda skinny with a full-size Jimmy. Hey man, I got bras in different cities like gimme. They used to treat me like Urk of the nerd. Now they flock when they see my LeBrons on the curb. Look here, see my upholstery, it got women approaching me. Some look like they too old for me. TV thinking appropriately. It's major way, baby. I told you gonna love me, pimple. Yeah. When you see me in the 6 tray drop, and I tell you that the price of the work just dropped. Yeah, I let the thing go pop. I caught Buddy round there snitching off to the cops. Yeah, and the game don't stop. You try to see my dope, you gonna see this folk. Get it? I'm 31 and my rapping is done. I got $1 million company to run. Bitch. Cause I smoke like you, on me or some blue. I buy them, lick them, split them, roll them just like you. Yeah. In double XL, murder dog, the source don't buy the peace. I'm so deaf, putting organized noise in the street. Yeah, I'm smoking earth tones, chong and cheek. You beat your meat at home while I bone you freak. Oh, told you, you gon' love me. Yeah, it's the backwoods slapping through your back fluid. We got them things that'll make Shrek act good. Known to put them shiny things on the leg fluids. Known to do a little dance if they act good. It's the backwoods slapping through your back fluid. We got them things that'll make Shrek act good. Known to put them shiny things on the leg fluids. Known to do a little dance if they act good.
It's the shit, bitch. Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. What the hell is going on? This is Happy Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe. This following segment has been brought to you by Daisy Beezy Honey at daisybeezyhoney.com. When I tell you they got the best Delta 8, I'm a man of my words. It comes in the form of a honey lollipop, lick the lollipop, the wrapper, a honey stick, or a jar of honey. However the hell you want to get high, go to daisybeezyhoney.com and tell them I sent you. This is also being brought to you by Fortify.com, FORTIFEYE.com for the best pre and post workout around. At checkout, use promo code Ryan20 to save 20%, okay? This is also being brought to you by Amir Academy of Martial Arts at AmirAcademy.com. When I tell you he's the best MMA trainer in all the Bay Area, I'm a man of my words. 2700 22nd Street North, and that's in St. Petersburg. Okay? Rich Cayley, Master Barbershop at richkbarber.com. Okay? 4545 West Kennedy Boulevard, and that is in Tampa. You got to sign up here at richkbarber.com. You can't just show up and go, "Hey, Rich, can I get a haircut?" No, go to richkbarber.com. Tell them I sent you. WestChasePrinting.com, the best printing company in all the Bay Area. On the invoice, tell them I sent you in. Do you need help with your mental health? And are you listening in Florida or Maryland? Counselingoncall.net, tell them I sent you. We're going to come back on Happy Hour and keep this party going, but let's hear from Hammer and Ink.
Hello again, it's your favorite San Francisco DJ, Hammer and Hank. I may look normal, but the truth is, I have a condition known as autism. That's right, it's a condition, not a disease. Fact is, autism can strike anyone, regardless of who they are. People with autism normally have difficulties in verbal and non-verbal communication skills, social interactions, and leisure activities. In a recent study, people with autism are less likely to have a job and more likely to become homeless. I beat the odds by having loving friends and family, having a college education. I have even worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an on-air personality for many years. Always remember that people with autism want the same things as you, to be happy and successful. To find out more about autism, please contact your local mental health center or visit autismspeech.org. This is Hammer and Hank, and I appreciate your kindness.
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Happy Hour!
Oh, sure.
Hey, everybody, this is Dave Pratt in Arizona, and you are listening to Happy Hour!
Hey, this is Roxanne Wilder, and you are listening to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
From Tampa Bay, live from Tampa Bay, you are tuned in to Happy Hour. Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh yeah, it's time for that AI song that mispronounces my name.
This is the theme to Hoppy Hour.
Yeah.
The theme to Hoppy Hour. Oh, wow.
You ain't getting this on the Joe Show.
With Ryan
Hoppy.
the power.
Get it right.
Let's dance right now.
Mm-hmm.
Pop, pop, shoo up in the tower. Silly jokes, the last will shower.
Oh, sure.
Ryan's here with all the chatter.
I got it.
Really matters. Hoppy Hour is the thing with Ryan Hop. We all
Hoppy.
sing. Grab your friends.
Get it right.
Swing. It's the theme on What a Zing.
Oh, sure.
Scooby-Doo and wacky tunes. Ryan's laughter fills the rooms. Crazy fun and all the loons. Hop Sour brings the blues.
Hoppy.
Catch the wave and ride the fun. With Hoppy Hour, we're never done. Ryan Hop, number one. Come and join us, everyone. Hoppy Hour is the thing with Ryan.
Hoppy.
We all sing.
Beat drop.
Bing. Hop, hop,
Oh yeah. 856-49 Hobby. It's 856-494-6773.
Happy Hot Topic.
Today on TMZ.
Okay, there is a reason the judge has said that Cassie must be off the stand by the end of today.
Yeah.
And it involves the Jiffy Pop principle. Prosecutors are concerned she is going to go into labor this weekend.
Oh my God. Could you imagine if she got pregnant during the freaking trial?
All the time. I understand the prosecutor wants her to finish.
But the only thing is that you don't know how long she's going to be out. If she doesn't finish, when's she going to finish?
Cool moment for some graduating seniors at Fordham University.
This has really been bothering me. Seeing everybody graduating and just knowing that, like, that was me. 13 years ago. Mm-hmm.
They're having a graduation party, and then out of nowhere, The Weeknd comes in.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy Fallon's the DJ.
Oh, yeah, you know he's drunk as hell.
And then Jimmy performed with The Weeknd as well.
Of course he did.
He always jumps in.
But just like introduce them and like step to the side.
The students have got to say, Jimmy, sit down.
Former FBI Director James Comey is being criminally investigated by the Trump administration.
Can we criminally investigate Trump being a pedophile island?
He posted an image of numbers. 86 is obviously the universal symbol for get rid of something.
I did.
47 is Donald Trump's presidential number. Donald Trump has suggested that this was obviously a call for assassination.
This is ridiculous to talk
Of course it is, bro.
about 86 like it means assassinate. This is meant to intimidate political opponents.
What?
Intimidate all of us.
I did the show yesterday on Diddy, and Nancy Grace went nuts over the
She always does. She just seems like a wicked woman.
testimony that Cassie got peed on by Diddy.
You think that was consensual? Good luck selling that to a jury.
It's like a general consensus. Nobody wants to be peed on.
That's not.
Hell yeah. Can you imagine getting urine in your mouth? I saw they released a list of all the people that were like the sex trafficker, male prostitutes, and one of them was like a nightclub promoter in Miami. I'm like, of course he is.
Not true. Suggesting that some people are not into this is silly.
You're saying someone sitting here likes to pee.
Wonder who it is.
All right, there's TMZ. What is going on here?
Happy Hot Topic.
Dawn Richard is sharing her memories of Sean Diddy Combs. On her second day of testifying in the music mogul's criminal trial, the Kennedy Kane member, who began working with Combs while competing to be in his girl group on the 2004 show Making the Band.
Wow, that was 21 years ago. Time flies.
Where he allegedly hit Cassie Ventura with a skillet full of eggs at his Los Angeles home in 2009. Quote, he said you could go missing, that we could die. The 41-year-old, who later went on to join the group group Diddy Dirty Money.
I'm really waiting to hear like a good story about Danny, you know what I mean? Like, he helps out the poor. I mean, I know he's a bad guy, but like every story is so bad.
After Danity Kane disbanded, also says, quote, I was shocked but also scared. I couldn't believe this would be the beginning of a journey for us with the group Dirty Money. Richard also recounts her memories of Combs, who has pleaded not guilty to the charges against him, allegedly being violent with Ventura. Sharing, frequently he would punch her, choke her, slap her in the mouth, kick her, punch her in the stomach.
We need to do the same to Diddy. How dare you touch my woman, Cassie? It's me and you. Got a long way to go. I sound nothing like her.
It could be because Cassie was speaking up for herself. It could be random. It could be if she had an opinion for herself. And following the prosecution's examination of Richard, the defense cross-examined her, during which they questioned her claim that Combs threatened her with death or go missing.
Yeah, that's no good.
In their cross, the defense alleged Richard did not bring up the detail of the missing threat during interviews with prosecutors in October and March, when Combs' attorney posited that Richard allegedly previously stated that Combs had said the incident was, quote, a love thing and did not mention people going missing. Richard responded.
It's said that he uses the word love. I don't ever want to use the same word that he uses. We need to come up with a new word. If Diddy thinks he has any love in him, that's no good.
Responded by saying, quote, that's not true. I don't recall not saying that.
All right, so there's that. What did I count here, Mom? We got so much stuff.
The close-knit friendship between pop superstar Taylor Swift and actress Blake Lively is reportedly hanging out by thread.
Yeah, because Blake's a bitch.
After explosive allegations surfaced earlier this week surrounding a potential text leak. It was revealed a legal letter submitted in the actress's ongoing lawsuit with Justin Baldoni could expose the pop star's private texts about Travis Kelce and her exes, potentially spelling the end for Swift and Lively's decade-long friendship. Baldoni's legal team presented a bombshell letter on May 14th detailing allegations that Lively attempted to coerce Swift into publicly backing her amid the director's legal battle with the God.
I'm embarrassed that I used to find Blake Lively attractive. No, I just think she's freaking ugly.
Girl. According to the court documents, the actress allegedly threatened to leak years worth of private text messages if Swift failed to comply. The explosive claims have given credence to long speculated
credence? Man, these AI. Everyone's afraid again replaced by AI, and then they can't even say her name right.
Tension
or a word
between the two friends, leaving fans and insiders alike wondering what exactly did Taylor say in those private texts that could erupt an all-out war.
Oh, it's quite the war. No.
Hours later,
they're two rich brats.
A judge struck down the contents of the legal letter as improper and irrelevant, marking a small legal triumph for both Swift and Lively.
All right, so there's I'm not trying to do the show all day. We're kind of flying through it. All right, let's see here. What do we got here?
Denzel Washington has caught himself in what appears to be a heated interaction with paparazzi.
Hell yeah. I don't know how I would deal with paparazzi. I would just want to bitch slap and be like, shut up.
The Equalizer actor was spotted at the 78th Cannes Film Festival on May 19th in Cannes, France.
I would have called him the Man on Fire actor. That was his best movie.
Per this video captured on the carpet, it appears he got into an altercation with one of the photographers. In the clip, Denzel is seen pointing at the crowd of paparazzi, but when one grabs his arm, the actor swats them away, repeating a phrase that seems to be along the likes of, "Stop it."
It's him yelling at him. All right. It's a visual. So I don't think you really care. I don't think you really go, oh my God, it's so important. But this is, bruh. This, all right here.
Happy Hot Topic!
Rihanna steps out at the 2025 Cannes Film Festival. Weeks after announcing she's expecting her third child with boyfriend A$AP Rocky, the singer makes an appearance at the French Film Festival to support her boyfriend for his premiere of Highest to Lowest on May 19th. For the event, Rihanna stuns in a semi-sheer teal dress featuring a few revealing slits along the torso. She also opts for an updo with a side bang and blue heels. Meanwhile, A$AP Rocky keeps it cool with the black tuxedo and sunglasses.
Hell yeah! He was facing 17 years in prison. Now he's free. I'd keep it cool too if I was him.
This marks the pair's first public appearance since she debuted her baby bump on the steps of the 2025 Met Gala.
I bet it's always fun making babies with Rihanna, but I bet when you make a baby after you almost face prison time, oh, yeah.
And days after the Met, A$AP Rocky, who shares kids RZA and Riot with Rihanna, appeared on Late Night with Seth Meyers alongside Anna Wintour and gave some insight into their approach to naming their baby on the way.
And Seth Meyers just has a bitch slap face, doesn't he?
Your first two kids have R names. Obviously, you and Rihanna have R names. Is this a lock that the third will have an R name, do you think?
For sure.
For sure.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, all three of our kids are A names, but the difference is only my wife has the A name. And
was that supposed to be funny?
Nobody cares what my initial was.
Wow.
Yeah.
Any of your kids named A$AP by chance?
You know what? I've been looking for a reason to go back to the lab, and I went,
yeah.
I mean, A$AP Myers, pretty close, actually.
He is implying he's not getting laid.
Yeah, right?
And while the rapper may be keeping the full name close to his chest for now, he is certainly happy to no longer be keeping the pregnancy a secret.
Nah, it's gonna be hard. But at some point when the belly is out there, it's hard to hide.
Telling the Associated Press at the Met Gala, "It feels amazing, you know. We were tired of holding that, and it was time to show the people what we was cooking up."
That's a weird way to put it, but I could see it. You're cooking it up with her. 856-49 Hubby.
Happy Hot Topic!
Meghan Markle is celebrating her 7th wedding anniversary with Prince Harry.
Was that 7 years ago? Man, time flies!
On May 19th, the Duchess of Sussex gives her followers a rare glimpse into her life at home with Harry and shares never-before-seen pics of their love story. She shares this photo of a corkboard collage of images and captions her post, "7 years of marriage, a lifetime of stories. Thanks to all of you, whether by..."
Yeah, there's a lot of stories there. Like how you're the worst.
Our side or from far away, who have loved and supported us throughout our love story. We appreciate you. Happy anniversary. The collage, which follows their relationship timeline, features pictures from the early days of their time together all the way up to present day. And it's not just her anniversary with Prince Harry that Meghan is celebrating. Just a few days ago, Meghan shares this image of her holding up her 2 children, Archie and Lilibet, to Instagram for Mother's Day, writing in the caption, "Happy Mother's Day. Cheers to juggling it all with joy. And to these 2 gems who still attempt to climb Mama Mountain. Smother me with kisses and make every day the most memorable adventure."
That's the most nauseating thing I ever heard. Almost as nauseating as this.
Happy Hot Topic!
Go yourself.
Gwyneth Paltrow is clapping back at her critics 5 years after releasing her controversial "This Smells Like My Vagina" candle. The product went viral in 2020 before being discontinued 3 years later. Speaking on how the candle came to be, the founder says at Vishen Lakhiani's May 18th Manifesting Summit.
We were messing around with different scents one day, and I smelled something, and I was like, oh, that smells like, you know. I was joking. And then he was like, oh, we should make that a candle and put it on the site. And I thought he was kidding. And I was like, yeah, definitely. That sounds like a winner right there.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it was literally on the website.
Yeah.
And then we broke the internet again.
Yeah.
And then it took us a long time to live that one down.
But Gwyneth is proud of her creation, even defending the product's core message from critics who thought it was too blunt.
I kept it on the site because there is an aspect to women's sexuality that I think we're socialized to feel a lot of shame. And I sort of loved this kind of punk rock idea.
Smelling a vagina is not punk rock, honey.
Yeah, we are beautiful and we are...
I don't want to listen to you anymore. You're annoying. Almost like this.
Kylie Jenner looking bridal on the beach. And wait, is that...
That's too much. It's too much.
The 27-year-old sparking Timothy Chalamet engagement rumors. Wearing a massive rock on that finger.
And I bet they snort their axe.
I'm obsessed with it. Kylie's currently in vacation mode in Turkey.
God, she's freaking hot. Sit on my lap.
And Caicos with her kids Stormy and Air and her sister Kendall.
What an annoying sound. Sounds like a bird, but it's the kids.
She shared these steamy pics in a $10,000 Chanel bikini right before she switched to this custom white lace mini dress. But it's her left hand that, of course, is stealing the show.
All right, who cares? We got this.
The other thing that nobody does like Tom Cruise is stunts. So I've got to ask you, in your entire time in the franchise, has there been one stunt where you're like, okay, that was actually a little wild even for me?
You know, it's wild. Like, you start doing it, you start...
The biggest stunt he's done is being a deadbeat dad.
Think about it. These things are wild. You know, definitely the aerial that we've done every time, you know, we're kind of pushing the boundaries again and again and again. And
whatever. I don't care how many stunts you do. You'll always be a freaking deadbeat. Kind of like this mutant.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Authorities are revealing the contents of Sean Diddy Combs' hotel room during day 5 of the music mogul's trial, where he is facing charges of racketeering, sex trafficking by force, fraud or coercion, and transportation to engage in prostitution. The prosecution shared photos from Combs' suite at New York's Park Hyatt Hotel at the time of his arrest on September 16th. The photos, which were introduced during the testimony of Homeland Security Special Agent Yassine Binda, who also took the images and were obtained by NBC News, show baby oil and Astroglide lubricant in Ziploc bags.
So freaking weird, man.
5 bottles of baby oil in the bathroom's bathtub, 2 more bottles of lubricant in a drawer, 2 bags of a pink powdery substance, as well as a bag with $9,000 cash inside.
That's sketch.
The 2 bags of drugs, consisting of a colored pink powder per Agent Binda, were found in a prescription bottle for clonazepam and later tested
I love Klonopin. I take it twice a day.
Positive for ketamine in a mix of ketamine and MDMA.
I did MDMA one time. The next day, my body freaking hurt.
The cash, as Agent Binda testified per NBC News, was found in a black fanny pack hanging from a bed in the room.
Whatever. So there's that.
She also noted there were bags inside that indicated a woman was staying in the room, in addition to a lighting device.
What, like a bunch of tampons?
About which she said, quote, "I would describe it as potentially mood lighting."
All right, so there's that. And then right here we have this.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Josh Duhamel is explaining how he ended up married to a woman 21 years his junior. While appearing on Amanda Hirsch's Not Skinny But Not Fat podcast recently, the 52-year-old actor, who was previously married to Fergie, said he initially
You know she's annoying.
hesitated to get romantically involved with his wife, Audra Murray. The father of 2 said it was truly platonic for years, sharing that he thought, "I'm not even going to go there," when he first met the former pageant queen.
And then he's like, I have to, you're so freaking hot.
The two bonded over both being from North Dakota, and he
that could be a bond. So freaking boring there.
eventually invited her to barbecue, still thinking it was totally platonic. He said, "There aren't many people from there." Duhamel also said that they started dating when he realized that she's more mature than he is.
That's a very strong man to admit that. What is going on here?
A senior Department of Justice official has suggested former First Lady Jill Biden should face criminal...
It was always weird. Whenever I heard the name Jill and Joe, it sounds alike.
Lady Jill Biden...
It almost sounded like Jill, you know what I mean? Listen.
Jill Biden should face criminal charges for elder abuse.
Of course, she used them. All the liberals out there that are mad that Trump's president, you should be mad at Biden that he didn't, as a man, just go, you know what? I'm a one-term president, and I'm going to find a replacement for me. He screwed us!
For not revealing what she knew about her husband's health problems. Leo Terrell, a senior counselor to the Assistant Attorney General for Civil Rights, made the call soon after news broke that former President Joe Biden had been diagnosed with advanced prostate cancer.
And listen, there's a lot of conservatives out there that are kind of cheering for it. You're all scumbags!
Which many suggested may have been hidden, like his cognitive decline. Terrell responded to an X post that said Jill Biden knew about President Biden's health problems, but still wanted him to run for president. Elder abuse, criminal charges, Terrell wrote. Terrell also reposted a number of similar reactions to his about Jill Biden's supposed neglect. Elder abuse is a form of domestic violence, and Dr. Biden has a lot of explaining to do about her part in defrauding the American people and taxpayers. One of the posts on X that he reshared read, "I would never wish Joe Biden physical harm despite my personal political views. Too bad his own family compromised his well-being."
Yeah, they did. So there is that. And then there is this on Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Happy Hot Topic!
Sammy's sweetheart Giancola's seeing blue. Yep, the Jersey Shore star shared she's expecting a boy with Justin May. Sammy's co-stars stepped out for the reveal last week at, where else? The famed New Jersey Boardwalk, before telling fans on Instagram, "If you guessed a boy, you were right. We love you, little baby, and can't wait to meet you. Boy, mom, and dad to be." It's the first child for both Sammy and her fiancé, who got engaged in March 2024. Sammy took to social media with her new bling at the time, writing, "The easiest question I've ever answered. Happiest and luckiest girl in the world."
That's good. She deserves it after dealing with that sociopath around her.
I'll love you forever and then some. Can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. The reality star's also been candid about enduring tough times along her IVF journey, which includes suffering a miscarriage shortly before their engagement. Fast forward to February this year, Sammy and Justin shared their good news to the gram that they've been keeping a little secret. Alongside ultrasound pics, Sammy wrote, "After struggling through years of infertility, this is the absolute greatest blessing we could ever possibly ask for. Our hearts have never been so full of love."
That's good. I'm always rooting for Sammy. She seems like a cutie pie. Unlike this guy.
Happy Hot Topic!
Justin and Haley are out on an ice hockey date night. The famous couple went to see the Toronto Maple Leafs face off against the Florida Panthers, May 18th inside of Scotiabank Arena. Justin posted these adorable snaps of the pair loved up, with the caption, "I don't remember a time in my life when I haven't been obsessed with the Leafs. This year we made it farther than we have in so long, and I'm happy about that.
They're showing a picture of them like kissing and it looks so fake.
I can be patient because I know this is the team to do it."
Whatever. I don't care anymore. I'm so sick of Bieber. Post Malone says his baby mama is playing dirty in custody war. She's Asian and she looks like she's just so freaking skinny and just gross. I wouldn't have a kid with her. Banging her from behind would be like banging a skeleton. She's so skinny and you gotta have more the spank. Pamela Anderson says it's a hard pass on Tommy Lee reconciliation amid his breakup with Brittany Ferlin, which of course it is. Why the hell would you go back to your ex? And then I saw this headline here. Harvey Weinstein had an interview with Candace Owens, who I can't stand that broad. She just like is such a grifter and just seems so annoying. It's like, shut up. Here he is.
I did not commit these crimes.
No, who did?
I swear that before God and the
well, God's not real, so that's not a point.
People watching now and on my family. The people who support me are scared to talk. They are
yeah, because they don't want to be associated with you.
Frightened to death.
Frightened to death of what?
They're going to be canceled.
What I always found to be problematic about the Me Too movement from the beginning.
Oh, shut up, you dirty, rotten bitch. You're so against women. You should just change your gender and not be a woman. You're a pig. Talking about Candace Owens.
We're conflating he made a pass at me and I didn't like it with rape.
Of course he raped her. I don't mean to yell. I'm in the house where my mom lives. But seriously, Candace Owens, you don't think he raped people? Shut up.
It's a complete fabrication.
What's the fabrication? Of course we know he raped people. Seth MacFarlane was making jokes about it. Everyone knows it. He's the original casting couch.
About my relationship with Gwyneth. I didn't put my hand on her. I didn't touch her.
No, you did, bud.
I definitely made a pass.
Oh, he shouldn't.
Ashley Judd's claims are ridiculous.
He is a sociopath. So is Candace Owens. She's just such an embarrassment to African Americans. She's such an embarrassment to women. She's a moron.
I settled with Rose McGowan. I gave her $100,000.
I know. Why would you have to settle if you're innocent, bud?
Don't tell my wife. Don't get me in trouble. It's all conflated.
It's not conflated, dude. You're a scumbag. You look like a rapist.
And it's all led to the idea that I am going to be the one they persecute.
Man, narcissists are freaking creepy, man. He's the one that ruins girls' lives. Because once a girl gets raped, they always have to work around it. But he's the victim? Fuck you.
They broke me. They broke me in half.
I hope they broke you. You're a loser.
There's just so much when you read the transcripts that defy common sense for me.
What common sense, Candace? He raped women. What common sense? How do you think he's innocent? You're a grifter. You're a contrarian. And you're insufferable.
Asked to have lie detector tests brought into the prison. I know they're not admissible, but I want the world to know
that I'm a rapist.
To be honest with you, I think a lot of people are going to hear this conversation.
No one does, Candace. You're bored. You know you're irrelevant. You know no one can stand working with you. Everyone knows you're a prima donna. So you make it about you, honey. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Get out of here.
Yup.
Bitch. Imbecile.
Yo, it's Hoppe Hour, we about to go live. Tampa Bay News is the place we arrive. From the beach to the bay and the city's crazy moves. We got stories hotter than the Florida grooves. Tampa Bay News, we making it spin. On Hoppe Hour where the real begins. Turn it up loud, let's get in the mix. From St. Pete to the world, we bringing the fix. Bringing the fix, we bringing the fix. Bringing the fix, we bringing the fix. Bringing the fix, we bringing the fix.
I got it.
Bringing the fix, come on. Ryan Hoppe on the mic, spitting fire again. National waves and the city's his friend. Talking headlines, man, you can't resist. Every scoop hitting harder than a clenched fist. Tampa Bay News, we making it spin. On Hoppe Hour where the real begins. Turn it up loud, let's get in the mix. From St. Pete to the world, we bringing the fix. Bringing the bringing the fix. Bringing the fix.
All right, here is this. I should probably unmute the website. Wouldn't you agree?
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have officially added a new legend to their Ring of Honor, Simeon Rice.
That's right, a key force behind the franchise's first Super Bowl win. Rice will now be forever enshrined at Raymond James Stadium. Sports director Evan Klosky was there for the big celebration and
what up, bruh?
Has more from Rice's unforgettable day.
For the first time since 2019, the Buccaneers are placing a player inside the Ring of Honor. Simeon Rice, back in Tampa, becoming the 16th member of the prestigious club. And when he took the stage today inside the facility you see behind me, he was overwhelmed with emotions.
When you all played that video.
Proud of you, son.
The tears are from my parents.
Yeah.
I don't know if I really ever reconciled my father passing away.
Yeah, it sucks. Me too.
But that's okay.
That's it.
I poured my heart into the sport.
Certainly a long time coming for Simeon, and now the push to Canton for the Football Hall of Fame continues. Owner and co-chairman Brian Glazer took the podium today saying that it is time to place Simeon Rice into the Hall of Fame.
Simeon's credentials for induction into our Ring of Honor are unquestioned, but he's equally qualified and deserving of an overdue call from
That's good.
the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but there's only so many spots.
Tonight, questions about a Tampa Police Department raid on a local hemp store. Officers raided Smokey
Of course, the pigs got to ruin the fun.
Jones last month. Now, the store's owner plans to sue. Just hours ago, he and his attorney told local media they believe TPD violated both federal and state laws during the raid.
They're cops. Of course they did.
Tampa Bay reporter Asha Patel joins us live from the Hillsborough County Courthouse tonight. And Asha, you spoke with the owner just moments after he made his first appearance.
Right now, we're Hernando. That's right, Kourtnei. You know, the owner of Smokey Jones, Danny Jones, claims that he did nothing wrong, saying that he has the proper paperwork showing that his products are legal. Now,
what I'm wondering is maybe he was selling a card that had THC, or he was selling some flour that had THC.
the judge set bond to all three of his charges, totaling to $13,500.
That's a lot of money.
After that bond was set, Jones turned himself in, and tonight he left that courtroom in handcuffs.
Oh, jeez.
I haven't did anything wrong.
Done, not did. You sound like an idiot.
I haven't did anything wrong.
You sound like a moron, like a Florida man.
You know, and to be accused of something like that, I think it's ridiculous.
No, it's not.
Danny Jones maintaining his innocence after his store was raided last month. Tonight, even turning himself in during his first appearance.
That's going to be freaking awkward.
And unfortunately, on April 15th,
And I know about awkward.
was raided by the Tampa Police Department.
The Tampa Police Department executed a search warrant at his smoke shop. The owner claims numerous...
God, it looks like a nice-ass smoke shop. I got your back, bruh.
Items were seized, over $200,000 worth of hemp products.
This is one of the first times that I know of here in Hillsborough County in the state of Florida.
Yeah.
Where one of these businesses has been raided by the police as opposed to inspected by...
That's a good point. A little sketchy. You're telling me cops are dirty? No!
the Florida Department of Agriculture.
Whatever. I don't care anymore. And then there's this headline. You know, I am a proud supporter of Kava and Kratom. And Illinois is trying to ban Kratom, but Florida is fighting a good fight on it. And then you have mutants like this that give it a bad name.
Right now, a Hernando High School teacher and football coach is facing charges after being arrested for giving a 17-year-old student an illegal supplement, landing him in the
It's illegal? Kratom's not illegal, you dumb broad.
hospital. Deputies say the student suffered a medical emergency after ingesting a kratom-based supplement. That substance is illegal for minors.
Oh, well, that's how it's illegal. Well, there you go. Let's do Hoppies. Oops. Ryan Hoppe on the mic, layering down the dreams. It's NBA drama, living off the streams. Ex-wife wild and stories about their queens. Dropping knowledge bombs, all leaning on the schemes.
Hoppe's loose, man, he knows it all.
I got it.
Scandals to the court, rise and fall.
Whatever.
Tune in, now you'll have a ball. Hoppe Hour got that shock and awe. Whoa! Hoppe Hot Topic!
After the Knicks beat the Celtics in Game 6 to advance to the Eastern Conference Finals, they obviously took the party to the streets. And
they're mutants!
A New York firefighter who's an Indiana Pacers fan decided to rock a Tyrese Halliburton jersey on the streets. And Knicks fans...
We're throwing garbage on him because you're all trash!
As you can see, we're throwing things at him. Halliburton saw the video and here's what he had to say to that Pacers fan.
Pat told me he found you yesterday, called me. I said, I got to get on the show and talk to him myself. I want to personally bring...
I love how the caption says Indiana Pacers superstar because that fake mutant that says things for attention known as Stephen A. Smith says he's not. Shut the fuck up, Stephen A.
on the show and talk to him myself. I want to personally bring you and a +1 out here to come to Game 4 here in Indiana. I'll bring you guys out here, put you guys up, get you guys seats to the game. The Pacers, everybody in our organization wants to make sure you're taken care of. All the teams excited to meet you. It's all we've been talking about. Everybody's seen the video. So, man, we want to bring you out here.
Hell yeah!
And, yeah, man, I'm really excited about that.
All right, so there's that. Jordan Hudson broke her silence with her first post, which was an Instagram story with Taylor Swift lyrics. You're telling me that Jordan Hudson's a Swiftie, a woman that takes no accountability? No! And there's possible rumors that she is engaged to Belichick, which is what she wants, because then when he dies, she gets her money. Because she has no talent. WNBA quote-unquote star Sophia Cunningham accused by Phoenix Suns employee of having an affair with married CEO Josh Bartelstein. Oh, well. Sounds about right. Marcus Jordan is 40 days sober after DWI arrest. All right. Yeah, he definitely needed to get help. That was not a good look when he was with that side chick baddie and was getting drunk on the train tracks and name dropping his dad. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. This show is for the hardworking, average Joe and Jane that grind in life. I don't care if you live in the U.S. or the U.K. As long as you're listening, That's all that matters. We're going to come back on Happy Hour, and we're going to wrap up this puppy. But, by the way, the Joe Show is fake, and don't trust them. They're backstabbers. And Nepo babies.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Happy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Oh, yeah. Go. Here's Oi Boys with Beverly Hills on Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Nigga, I'm just playing with you. My hood ain't Beverly Hills now. Come in the we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustler, chasing that meal. My hood ain't Beverly Hills now. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah, come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustler, chasing that meal. On the block, bang bang boogie. I'm the candy man with a bag full of goodies. Oh, but these ain't for the children. These for them smokers behind the building. Damn, getting money is a hell of a feeling. If you ain't stacking chips, what's the point of dealing? You don't hear me cry about dollars. If it's money in the street, then it's money in my wallet. They say it's all about the money and the power. So cop the weed and a whole lot of powder. You made it in a week, and I made it in an hour. I roll with killers and you roll with cowards. Dark City is dangerous, and it ain't too many niggas that's scared to bust. But niggas know they can't play with us, and them out-of-towners know they can't slang with us. Cause my hood ain't Beverly Hills now. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah, come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustler, chasing that meal. My hood ain't Beverly Hills now. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah, come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustler, chasing that meal.
In my hood, they get it crackin', homie. So gets is on me. Hood version of Axel Foley. Round the way, them cats is hungry. They bust clips and they don't fuck with the rats or police. Don't act like you Bambas know me. You're wrong. We can't get along like Shaq and Kobe. All I do is sit back and blow trees. So you know my 4 favorite words is acid, drunk, please. This youngin's running with a rack of OGs. It's a cold world, so we have to hold heat. Keep talking, I'll leave your ass with no teeth. Had you running home like that bastard told me. Why shoot you, my man, to clap you for me? Had your shirt looking like you spilled ravioli. Got a problem? Man, I smash the whole beef and make it to the hood right back in one piece. Cause
my hood ain't Beverly Hills now. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah, come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustler, chasing that meal. My hood ain't Beverly Hills now. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah, come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustler, chasing that meal. See, I'm an alley cat, avoid hood rat. A one-track man, homie, making that paper stack. You disrespect anyway and get your head cracked. And after the yellow tape gone, homie, I'm right back. See, in my hood, we cook that cocaine proper. At the table, man, it's all cutting dope like a doctor. Old heads work the handguns while youngers work choppers. The girl getting money, why the hell you won't stop her, huh? I bet not catch her talking to coppers. Cause if I do my hood hot and I'm a hood hopper, I'm uptown now on First and T. Got the coke on the one-way and the dope in the alley. Hanging with youngers that kill like they from Cali. They natural born with it, they like Mickey and Mallory. I don't hate them, I just put them on salary. Tell them murk any clown in the club that smile at me. Cause my hood ain't Beverly Hills now. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yeah, come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustler, chasing that meal. My hood ain't Beverly Hills now. Come in the alley, you'll see what's real. Yep. Come with enough, we'll cut you a deal. We the one-way hustlers, take to that bill.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. Let's go through all the sponsors right now. I never get freaking podcasts that begin their show with like 7 live reads or sponsors. I'm like, who's listening to that? If I were that sponsor, I'd be pissed off. Well, what do I know? A lot. This following segment has been brought to you by Cheeky Mouth Guards at getcheeky.com. When I tell you it's the best way to quit biting on the side of your mouth, I'm a man of my words. Getcheeky.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 30%. Shimmerwood CBD drinks at shimmerwood.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 30%. GetGoodFeels.com for good vibes THC drinks. Go to GetGoodFeels.com and use promo code HOPPY to save 20%. OldGlory.com for the best t-shirts around. Use promo code HOPPY to save 15%. Garden State Distillery Dirty Vodka. GardenStateDistillery.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 15%. Aspire Green Tea Drinks at AspireDrinks.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. Afuera Coffee. AFUERA Coffee.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. FSDrinks.com. For the best boba around, use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. Oh, you're looking for the best beef jerky? BigForkBrands.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. And finally, are you looking for a good energy bar? QuantumSquares.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. All of these are on my website, RyanHoppyRadio.com, RyanHoppe Radio.com. I would hope you know how to spell radio. Or it's in my podcast section. So whenever you listen to Happy Hour like you are right now, in the podcast description is all of that. We're going to come back on Happy Hour and keep this party going and going. But let's hear from Hammer and Hank, which you can hear the Hammer and Hank Show with Henry Oakes and Ryan Hoppe on Spotify by searching up Hammerin, HAMMERIN Hank Show, and check it out on his podcast feed.
People with autism are often treated like they are different. Believe me, we are. Hi, this is Henry Oakes, but my buddies may have known me as Hammer and Hank. I was labeled as slow when I started school. Come to find out at the age of 12, the doctors decided I was autistic. Now at the age of 48, I have completed an associate degree in radio broadcasting and worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an on-air personality. So yes, I am different. People with autism have no needs, no different than you. Laugh, love, and learn to get an education and join the workforce. I did it, and so can anyone else with autism. So when you meet someone with autism, don't feel sorry for them. Work with them. Find out for yourself that autism isn't a disease, it's a condition. To find out more about autism, please visit autismspeaks.org. Autism Speaks. It's time to listen.
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppy in the morning.
It's. It's happy hour.
it's MJ from the MJ Morning Show on Q105, 104.7 FM Tampa Bay, and you're listening to the Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe is your alternative to the typical morning show with fake dating segments.
Like the Joe Show.
Did you know most morning radio is scripted?
Yeah.
Well, Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe is not.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Hoppe in the morning.
Tune in and you'll see Ryan Hoppe's got the magic. It's live on your frequency.
Hoppe Hour with Ryan. Start your day with a cheer.
Whatever.
Turn that dial to Hoppe.
Oh, sure.
We'll make your morning clear. Join us for the laughter. Music and good vibes.
I got it.
Ryan's got the answers to brighten up your ride.
Whatever.
Hoppe Hour with Ryan. Start your day with a cheer. Turn that dial to Hoppe.
Oh, you better do
we'll
that.
Make your morning
Not
clear.
Joe Show.
News and jokes together. Make your mornings bright. Live with Ryan Hoppe.
Yeah.
We're setting things just right. Hoppe Hour with Ryan.
stop.
Start your day with a cheer. Turn that dial to Hoppe. We'll make your morning clear.
Oh, yeah. Last segment. 856. 49 Hoppe. That's 856-494-6773. Let's go.
Hoppe Hot Topic.
Let's just address the elephant in the comment section. I'm not on Ozempic. I'm not sick. I didn't get a face transplant.
Of course you did. You look like a horse now, Cheryl Burke.
And no. Yeah. Oh, I didn't get a brow lift.
So much has happened, and I do feel like I'm in my next chapter.
Yeah, but different face.
Cheryl Burke addressing the haters, clogging her comment section.
If you have to address the haters, they're winning.
Critiquing her looks.
The level of projection that is happening and that I'm
Yeah, you're doing that right now, honey.
witnessing is wild.
Whatever, I don't want to hear from you.
Hailey Bieber is slamming rumors about her marriage to Justin Bieber.
Yeah, we know you ruined the relationship between him and Selena, and now you're a side chick.
In an interview with Vogue published on May 20th, the Road founder, who welcomed son Jack Blues Bieber with husband Justin in August of 2024, is addressing the rumors and hate comments about her marriage.
If you really want to address it, just ignore it. You're just giving the haters power.
She says, "It's not real, and that's the thing. I have a real life. My
Whatever, honey.
real life is that I get to wake up to my beautiful family and my son and my friends.
Yeah, go take care of your kid and stop replying to the internet, dummy.
And I have people that know me and love me, and I love them."
Go to them and stop replying to us. Whatever. Oh my God. Last night I had like maybe 3 glasses of Jack Daniels and Diet Coke, and oh my God, this morning my hangover was like 20%. But it reminds me why I don't drink. But every time I come to this boring hometown known as Arlington Heights, Illinois, I gotta drink. And I got a funny story I want to end with. So my mom's friend asked to borrow a few $100, which is reasonable in this economy. But what happened was, my mom goes, my friend wants the money through PayPal. And I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that. It's going to take like 3 or 4 days for the money to come in. Don't do that. Don't do that. She does it anyway, even though I told her about Zelle and Cash App. And I got her approval to talk about this. So my mom gets a call from her friend like an hour later and is like, I didn't get the money. And my mom's like, the money got sent. So then my mom calls Chase Bank and her like, the money is sent. And then I was like, well, Mom, I told you not to use PayPal because I used to be paid through PayPal and it takes 3 days. And she's like, what? You never said that? And I was like, my goodness. Do boomers never listen to millennials?
TikTok, clocks and juke, playing cool breaks. Hoppe's hour almost done. Feels like robbery in banks. Ryan Hoppe on the mic, dropping wisdom through streams. Syndicated sorrow, now it's time to shatter dreams. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilted rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. buzzing, but the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing hoppy like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street, but soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the happy hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. But the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing hoppy like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street, but soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the happy hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Oh, life's just so unfair. Like clockwork to a show. Now it's time to face the silence like the TV on snow. Riot Hoppy held the mic with humor so divine. The void left in our hearts wider than a canyon line. Empty speakers, silent time, but coming to an end like a roller coaster stopping round the river's bend. Hoppy strokes and jabs, these our daily grind. Now silence louder than the thoughts we can't rewind. Oh, the happy hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. The happy hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
And like that, he's gone.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
I'll kick you in the nuts and we'll call it a day.
Happy hour is now over.
Happy hour is now over.
Game over.
This concludes our broadcast day.
Oh, sure.
Good night, and God bless America.
Doors closing.
I know I talked about my best friend today, known as Joe Carbolo, but Dizzy is a bitch.